In the fall of 1930, the rhythmic geography of America shifted right here in the neon glow of the Palace Theater in Times Square. Don Aspiasu and his Havana Casino Orchestra stepped onto the stage and delivered a song called El Monicero, the peanut vendor. They deliberately watered down complex African percussion to appease the conservative tastes of white ballroom audiences and radio networks. This strategy led to a period of cultural erasure. The authentic, gritty roots of Afro-Caribbean music were carefully stripped away, replaced by the cartoonish Latin lover stereotype but sold easily to the American mainstream. Latin musicians had found a way to survive the Depression financially, but they were paying for it with the soul and integrity of the art. This compromise deeply frustrated a new bilingual generation of musicians. Men like Mario Bauza and Machito flatly refused to play into the caricature. Looking for an alternative, Bauza made a strategic pivot. He embedded himself in the competitive Harlem jazz scene, eager to learn its advanced musical architecture. His rigorous education started under Chick Webb, a notoriously demanding bandleader who taught Bauza the intricacies of American swing phrasing. Bauza then brought those skills to Cab Calloway's orchestra, mastering the mechanics of big band swing and high-level brass arrangements. While working in these groups, Bauza realized that sophisticated jazz arrangements didn't have to erase the raw Afro-Cuban rhythm. If orchestrated carefully, the two could be fused. Bauza emerged from the Calloway Orchestra with the structural framework needed to build a sound that combined the scale of Harlem with the soul of Havana. To test this Harlem-Havana fusion, Bauza and Machito formed a collaborative ensemble, aiming to apply big band jazz concepts directly to authentic rhythms. The definitive case study of their rebellious philosophy is a track called Sopa de Pichon, or Pigeon Soup. The song rejected the tropical fantasies being sold downtown. Instead, Machito used a gritty improvisational vocal style to tell harsh truths about literally eating pigeons to survive as an immigrant in New York. Underneath the lyrics lay a structural innovation. The track overlaid complex jazz saxophones directly atop an authentic 5-stroke clave grid. This fusion required mathematical precision. The jazz elements swing freely, yet lock perfectly into the clave's unyielding timeline. Sopa de Pichon proved that cultural authenticity and elite musical sophistication could exist in the same space, firmly rejecting any need to compromise. By the close of 1939, this synthesis had redrawn the musical geography of New York City. The unrefined crude ore of the early rumba craze had been smelted into the sophisticated steel of Afro-Cuban jazz. Machito and Bauza had established a new baseline of artistic integrity, providing a launchpad for the musicians who would follow them. Up in the Bronx, a teenage Tito Puente watched this evolution closely. He dropped out of school in 1939 to become a full-time musician, waiting in the wings to carry this brass-driven sound forward. The collision of jazz and clave, Harlem and Havana, these were the specific variables that had to align in this decade for the future sound of salsa to be possible. The 1930s provided the necessary musical ingredients, but the decade's true value was the rebellion that reclaimed Afro-Latino identity